Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone, and welcome to the Sandbox Game live stream. Today is Saturday, February 19th. It is 11:13 a.m. my local time. The time is, what is it time for you, Alex? What is math? You know what I mean? 2:13 p.m. Alex's local time. It may be after midnight where you are, and if so, good morning to you. Folks, today, yes, Alex.
We are getting a feedback loop of the channel from me. I don't know if your browser's open. Okay, all right. It was very faint, and I was like, "Where is that noise coming from?"
It was super faint because I was using the beacon mic system in a different way today. Because today, Alex is running the show, folks. Good. My name is Joseph C. Vision X Manning, and joining me through the magic of the internet, Alex Florez. How you doing today, Alex?
I'm doing great, Joseph. It's good to have you here.
Man, it has been a while since I've been here on a Saturday morning with you, chilling, hanging out. It looks like we're going to play some games today, Alex. Lucas, yeah. You're the voice in my head, and you get lost in there sometimes.
It's okay. I understand.
Folks, if you earlier, just a few minutes ago, in fact, Lucas, Alex, myself, we're chilling, chatting in the pre-show, getting ready for you. And Lucas says to me, "Hey, what's some hardware? Because I'm trying to get my face in this place so you can see me, see you on these live streams."
It's true.
So,
you're a beautiful human, and I want people to see the expressions on my face when I see you. It's like a reaction video to a reaction video, and it's just too much fun.
Wow. The layers, like an onion.
Yeah, I'm an onion.
We go deep here. Deep here. Folks, today, if you're watching live with us over on youtube.com, Facebook, DLive, Theta, Twitter.com/TheSandboxGame, or you're live with us over here on Twitch.tv/TheSandboxGame, Alex is going to be going through some gameplay of your content that you've created in the Sandbox Game Maker gallery as we prepare for Alpha Season 2. Folks, it's been so long. It's been so long since I've been with you on a Saturday that I forget how I run through this intro. I'm not even gonna lie.
Just let it run through you.
We're just gonna let it run through me. We're gonna let it run through me.
Feel the flow.
We're having a good time.
You are one with the stream. The stream is one with you.
Oh yes. Hey, so if you're joining us live today, you have a unique opportunity. Thanks to Lucas is right here in the chat, in my ears, in your ears. All right. We're going to be giving out a form later on in this live stream where you'll have an opportunity to win a Whizzy themed NFT right here on this live stream. More details on that will come later. But in the meantime, as we go through, Alex is showcasing that NFT right here on this live stream. I don't have one of these, so I'm jealous, Alex. I'm jealous. Don't give me one. No. Don't fix that because they're limited minting, and this is good. They're here for the community. If I want to win, I got to participate by entering in that form, which I can't do because I'm live with you. But nonetheless, I'll buy one on secondary over at OpenSea.io or looks rare later on this year. Probably somebody will try to sell one. You know what I mean?
There we go.
I'd like to throw something
in
out
the
there.
Meantime,
if Joe doesn't want to take it, I will. Happily take Joe's.
There it is. See, the thing.
You're gonna get it with Joseph's name scratched out, and it'll say Lucas underneath it. Like
Merry Christmas. So much better
one that says Joe on a little tag that wiggles around as you jump. And it's like Joe, Lucas.
All about this.
Oh man,
I've gotten hand-me-downs my whole life. Why is this any different?
This is a hand-me-up, all right? You know what I mean?
I like that.
You're getting it, not
a positive spin. I like it.
Yes.
All about that.
Yes, it's an upgrade when it goes to Lucas and stays out of Joe's hands. Joe has so many Whizzy items. Like, you're gonna have to put me on like the list on top of the list for those people who are like in the whitelist of that secret Whizzy project that you're working on, Alex. Because I've got I think I own nearly everything.
Just about.
It's a secret. Right?
Just about.
It's a secret. The only one I don't own right now is the regular Whizzy, the blue hat, that I think among things I can own, unless Whizzy the orange exists somewhere in the ether and I don't know about it.
Not yet. No. So people have been asking me about that because I know it's been a while. The one
not
thing
like
we're waiting
or
on.
Anything, Alex.
The Whizzy stuff is a top priority. Oh, I was trying to get that coin. So Whizzy the Orange is waiting specifically for us to be ready to mint on Polygon.
It's exciting.
Because doing the math on about 170-ish Whizzy the oranges to airdrop to people be something like 2 or 3, if it's a bad gas day, 4 ETH to send them all out on layer 1.
Sure.
That's unreasonable.
And
that's unreasonable.
It's
lunacy.
It's a little bit pricey.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, obviously we're just rolling in the dough, you know what I mean? So it's no big deal. This is no big deal.
I mean, that's the first thing that Sandbox does on Polygon. If that's like Whizzy the Orange is like the premier Polygon item.
I don't know. I don't know about that, but it'll be the first for me.
It'll be the first for Alex.
That's what I'm saying. The first for Alex. I'm not talking about
Sandbox. Okay. Yeah.
My apologies if that came across.
It's he's gonna be like already uploaded, ready to go. The only reason Whizzy the Orange is not up on the visible on the marketplace right now is because we keep on adding more animations to the human template, and I'm like, he's gonna be as up to date as I can have him. So when I see that minting day come around, I'm gonna plug in.
You want him to be the premier, the top of the line, and so people can't be mad about that. They're getting more.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's mad. I think everybody's pretty chill about it. Just every once in a while, somebody goes, "Hey, where's Whizzy the Orange?" And I'm like, I can't make the Polygon. I'm not a blockchain coder. Like, I don't know how to do that. So
it'll be there. It'll be there.
Yeah.
We get the list. The list is ever expanding. It's actually funny because I was looking at the list, the other day, and I was like, "Where do I put this green hat now?" Because we've got this Excel spreadsheet that you guys never see. That's just extensive now, and it's great because you can look at the history of like when everybody got their thing, and be like, wow, this person's been here since like 2020, like they've been here forever.
Ooh. It's a lot of spoiling going back. So we do have it's crazy looking at that record because you see like the very first Whizzy sent out, and it's like less than $1 gas fee to send it, and it's just like, oh, agony, pain.
Yeah. But to be fair, that was then, right? Like if you look at it in ETH, it's
a year and a half ago,
expensive, right? Still expensive if you look at it as ETH.
Not as much as you'd think. I think the day of, because Etherscan will tell you the day of transaction, it'll be like 45
cents. How much it was and how much it is.
And then you look at it with ETH, the price of ETH today, it's like $4 or something like that. So, it is a lot more when you consider the inflation of the price of ETH, but it's still not as much as you might expect.
Sure.
I like it.
And we had so we've been talking news all week, Alex. I don't know if you have a chance to. I know it's late for you, and you got kids, you got family.
Sometimes I pop in. You can see when I'm there.
We had I can. Yeah. Just trying to make good transitional conversation as you do.
How dare
you? You do. We pretend like we don't know, all right? Yeah. So the on Fridays, I've been making it a regular
on the green
event.
Screen this whole time. I didn't even know Alex was playing the game. I thought we were just chatting.
Nice.
I've been playing since we started. I'm trying to. This is the point where we got stuck several times, and I think if I fully jump out of the water,
don't do it.
We're good.
I'm nervous.
We're good. I made it. I didn't get stuck.
All right.
We got stuck at this. Now I need to make sure that I can get out the other side though. Because there is water all the way up to the doors. So before stream, I tested to this point. That's why we were a little bit late. And I was able to jump out, but I also did get stuck in the water. So I'm going to see, is there a spot where I can float out? Or am I just going to have to...
Yeah, there's no angular structure there.
Okay, yes.
You made it!
Okay,
we
made it past the sticking point. I don't know what it is with that water collision lately, but
it's a little sloppy.
Yeah.
I like it.
So we have on Fridays, I've been regularly doing this thing because Alex, you get them in your emails, all the patch notes, right? All the things, all the bugs that were squashed and all these other things. And we've been talking about on the GMAE show how all the bugs, all the patches all the projections and the timelines and the whatevers. And to the extent that I don't officially give away the information that we're not supposed to talk about, but still get to update the community on the progress of updates like the 0.6.2 update and the 0.7 update and the alpha. When is that coming? Without saying dates officially, but rather kind of going like, hey, you know, this is when things are happening. And the people in the chat, they've come to likening the words that I'm saying as beans. They simply call it beans.
Oh, that's Lucas's fault.
Yeah, because we're spilling the beans.
Yeah,
spilling the bean.
And Lucas is cleaning them up off the floor.
You know, floor beans. Yeah, we're just getting beans, floor beans. You know, and it's great because there's a, you know, it's I see it now. I see it right now when I'm looking at it over on Twitch here.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of fun over there, and what have we talked about this week? I think there was something like 20, 30 bugs that were squashed. The ones that I don't reveal are like the animation weekly report, because I can't give away like what assets are getting created, because of the potential partners therein.
Yeah.
But we always cover the weekly QA report because I want people to kind of get an idea of, as these bug fixes, as there are fewer and fewer bugs to fix, and the report comes back with less and less things that can be fixed, then they know that particular version is likely closer, more right around the corner, you know. And I like the one of these notes in particular. It says the large scale multiplayer test this week involving internal QA and some other groups went well. You know, no, that one happened last week.
Oh,
one that happened last week.
Oh, okay.
But yes. We have another one.
I'm going to be in the one on
Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is actually Sunday night for us, right?
Is it? I didn't look at the time.
Yeah.
No, it's Monday morning for me because I've got other meetings like scheduled right after it.
Oh, really?
So,
okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to double check the time and do a conversion.
I think it's 9 a.m. for me.
Okay.
So it may be a bit on the early side for you. It's gonna be like 6 a.m. So.
Yeah. It may be. Let me look at the announcements here. I had an announcement thing. It says available between Monday at 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. UTC. Oh, yeah. Okay. So it's not nearly as bad as I thought it was.
It's still, you know, not. I wouldn't want to get up at 6 a.m. for something like that. Like, let me sleep.
No, that's 7. I mean, yeah, you'd have to get up a little earlier, but 7 a.m. Whatever. You know what I mean? No big deal. Okay. This is no big deal. Alex.
What's up?
Friend.
What's up?
You're better at video games than I am, I think. Yeah, I can't handle it. You're so good, dude.
Where did that come from, Joe? Why did you no down on yourself?
What are you talking about, dude? Has anybody that's no secret.
Ooh, V coming in with the shade. I don't even know why Joseph said that, but V is just vicious.
Oh, V is for vicious, dude. Are you serious? Wow, dude. Wow.
Man, she entered the chat with intent.
Yeah.
Julia G. Holia says Joseph is all sad like, dang, I need to get good. No,
wow.
When it comes to like the adventure stuff, I don't know. I'm always more of a breaker and less of like a gamer when it comes to these mechanics, because like there's an easy way to do it, right? Like if you guys didn't know, currently in the GameMaker, if you just barrel roll forward and you can maintain like the right pixel in the middle of a character asset, you'll never get hit. And you can click before you come out of the barrel roll so that you deal damage without them ever being able to touch you as an enemy. And it doesn't matter how strong they are. They can't touch you. You just keep barrel rolling into them, right? So with that, without using those kinds of mechanics, like I don't play with the intent to like pro gamer it when I play the games. But then I watch Alex and he's just casually rolling around. He's like, well, yep, you're dead. Yep, got you. Yep, no big deal. You know? He's playing it like he's supposed to play, like he's played before or something. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm not always great at it, and there are ways that you, as a game creator, can make it more complicated. So you can make it so enemies block. That means that you kind of have to mix up your strategy. You have to parry, you have to range attack. There's ways, if you swarm with enough enemies and enough different types of enemies, so they're attacking at different rates, it becomes a lot more complicated to dodge attack. So if you have like 10 of the exact same enemy and they all converge on the player at the same time, their attacks are going to kind of sync up together. So you can dodge roll, all of their attacks miss, swipe, attack, do a dodge roll, they miss again, attack. But if you mix it up with enemies that have different speed attacks, then their attacks are not going to be synchronized. And so it's one of the funny things when you watch like kung fu movies or you know, anything that involves like hand-to-hand combat fight with big groups in a movie. It's like they stand back and like one person comes and attack, and it's like that's not how somebody would beat you up. Like they'd be all in just stomping on you all at the same time. And
Hercules show.
yeah. So if you vary it up, then it's going to be a lot harder for a player to just kind of like spam their way through it. So make sure you mix up those attack speeds, and mix up those enemy types. You know, different mix of like predator and enemy warrior, and give blocking to some of them, and it will make your combat a lot more deep, I think.
So Alex, a question comes in from what appears to be a fan of the Dallas Cowboys over on YouTube.com. Rebecca C asks, how do you give it slots to make an asset legendary, rare, etc.? Do you have to play and earn to get more slots?
So that's something we're actually going to be updating in the marketplace in the next month or two.
Okay.
Back before we let everybody join to become artists, this was just a part of the normal upload process. We had some ideas to change it. It kind of got taken out of the normal flow, and then it never got added back in. So it's now getting added back in. It's long overdue, but in the asset upload process, there used to be another page. Right now there's 3 pages to it. There used to be a different page number 3, and page number 3 was selecting Catalyst and selecting gems, and that is coming back into the flow. That doesn't mean that you'll be able to mint with those things. That just means that is the intent for you to mint. So that's the settings that you set for it. When you go to mint, you do actually need to own those gems and catalysts in order to perform that minting. The minting button will like be grayed out if you try to mint and you don't have those gems and catalysts in your wallet. So
let's say you have enough gems and catalysts for an epic mint. Are the catalysts going to be different from that? Do you actually have to own, like, say, power catalysts, or is it just catalysts in general and you get to choose how they go in?
So a catalyst is common, rare, epic, legendary.
I'm sorry, gems. Yeah.
And they have slots: 1 slot, 2 slot, 3 slot, 4 slot. And then gems are power, defense, magic, luck, and speed. And so you can pick whatever you want when you upload, in order to give your creation the abilities that you want it to have, to empower whatever settings it has. Once you go to mint, you do need to own those specific gems and catalysts in order to mint, and you only need however many you set up for that asset. You only need to own them one time. So if you want to mint 10 legendary of one specific thing, you only need 1 legendary catalyst, and it will make the 10 copies from it.
Gotcha.
If you set it up to have 2 speed, 1 magic, 1 luck, you need 2 speed gems, 1 magic, 1 luck gem.
Okay, so it's not gonna be like gems aren't gonna be like individual, like 1 gem fits all. It's like I have gem 1 and that fits into either one of these slots. It means I need to have a speed gem to have the speed gem, or I have to have a magic gem to have the magic gems.
Yes. So
yes, the catalysts are, let's think of it like this. The catalysts control to a certain extent the rarity of an asset. Mm-hmm. And then beyond that, how many slots can I slot, right? So if you've ever played Diablo 2, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. An item could have 6 gem slots in Diablo 2. Well, in the sandbox, if it's legendary, it's got 4, right? So if it's legendary, it's an increased rarity, meaning fewer assets will be created, but it'll have 4 slots, and you can put whatever gems you want in those slots. And now, Alex, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but it was the case that you could re-slot your gems if you feel comfortable with burning the traits out of the asset. You could
Yeah, that's not gonna happen now. That was a potential idea, and it was determined that we wanted to let artists be in charge of the attributes of the characters that they create. So while you will be able as a player to customize your character, your avatar who you play as, and you'll be able to wear equipment with whatever gems you want. If you have a full set of 6 equipment items, all with legendary, that's a ton of different possible gem combinations there that will impact how your character plays in games. But as far as creating the ERC 1155 NFT token that is used for, did I say NFT token? Non-fungible token.
Non-fungible token, friends.
The NFT for these, we wanted these to be kind of set in stone. These are immutable. What the artist set for the gems is what they are. So you can see with this particular legendary that's used in this game, I got here by pressing N and going to the NFT scan menu in the game. So this will come up at some point in the game.
Mm-hmm.
He's got legendary. You can see the 4 slots here. These 4 dots. You can't see it because of the... It's this.
The chat's there.
I seen
it. I got it. There we go.
So we see it's got 1 power, 2 speed, 1 luck. This is not a minted item. Is it? I don't think it's minted. I'm not seeing a plus, but it might be because I'm in mobile mode technically.
It says 1 copy's 1 owner on the... So
yeah, that's because I don't think it's minted though. Like it... Yeah,
right,
it just kind of it says that because there's no other data
by default,
to put there. But yeah, what you see here is because it says 16 to 25, 26 to 50, 16 to 25. These are the potential rolls. So because it's a legendary, the minimum roll for this gem is 16 according to this screen. So I'm not these numbers could potentially change as the ecosystem evolves, but for right now, if this was to mint right now, it could land between a 16 and a 25 power when it's minted. So right now in the game, it says it's 25, 25, and 50 for each of those. So it's at its full potential as an unminted item, but in order to publish this game to a map, it does need to be minted. And when it mints, these will roll, and you will have potentially between 16 and 25 points. These are not 16 to 25 gems. These are 16 to 25 points for that particular attribute that is empowered by those gems. So the way you're going to earn those is through play to earn. So I don't know a lot of the specific details yet, but we're looking at potentially staking sand on land. So it means you've put an investment down into people's land, getting played on by people, and you'll passively earn rewards on that. What's up, Joseph?
Alex, I'm just feeling sus. I'm seeing the thing, folks. I'm like a super tech nerd, right? You guys know this. You've been on a couple live streams with me, and I'm seeing the brightness of myself. I've got this like pulsating aura, and Alex and I we're talking about it with Lucas.
It looks a little bit better now.
I'm trying to fix it. I'm playing with all my settings while we're live here, and you're seeing things get.
It's still still doing it, but not as much as it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Freddie 1338 says, and maybe we could work on this for you guys. I think that I had fixed this for the GMAE show, so maybe we could play with it more. But Twitch has an issue for some reason, for whatever reason, when we have it set to 60 FPS, that iOS devices, it just doesn't work right.
Is that why? So it's because it's 60 FPS?
Yes, that's
The
at least
most
that's what
normal
I
FPS to have anything on Twitch?
You know, a person would think so. A person might think you would want to see it in 60 FPS, but nonetheless, we're seeing when I change the settings to 30 FPS for the afternoon show, my time, the Good Morning show in Asia, it seemed to fix it, where people have not said a thing about having that not work well. So,
So you
yeah,
set it
as long
to 59?
set it to 30 FPS.
30. Is your webcam at 30? Maybe that's why you're pulsing.
My webcam is at 60.
Okay. Weird. That's and VODs don't work either for
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
when I try
man.
going on my iPhone, nothing works on Twitch for
That's
for my
wild.
stream.
That is so wild, dude.
It's
That's
strange
so
that it's the
crazy.
FP, like, cuz I was like, oh, maybe our
Yeah, 'cause I
bit
thought
rate
it was
is
the
like
bit
too
rate was
high or too low or like
Yeah.
something, and the fact
But
that it
the
would be
second I
60
turned it
FPS.
Yeah, so I had the same bit rate. I had it set at 5750 or something. But when I changed it to 30 FPS, it works fine. And obviously, for those folks who are watching on twitch.tv, ironically, you probably can't even hear me say this, but if you go over to youtube.com/thesandboxgame, you can watch it. It works fine.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, Twitch doesn't do it correctly on iOS. I don't know.
That's
But
so
nonetheless,
bizarre.
that was
I
my
have,
fix. And it
I have a
seems to
good
have
number
worked.
of friends that were watching it on Twitch and now only watch it on YouTube because of that.
Here we go.
Because
See,
they're
Julia G.
all iPhones.
Holia says maybe Alex just breaks everything, not just the games he plays, because we're the breaker of games over here. All right, this is what we do, and
I think
so we're
it's
gonna
Julia
break.
Gulia.
Yeah, Julia
You know
Gulia.
what?
Thank
You
you
know
very much.
what?
The wedding singer
Julia
reference. I need
G.
you to culture
Julia.
yourself.
All right, that's the way I read it. I read it like it's a whole name. All right, it's a whole 3-part name. They are classy in this chat. Okay, so deal with that.
Erie says, Joe, adjust the bass level to Alex.
Adjust the bass level?
Yeah, Joe can't control my audio from where he is right now, so I don't.
Okay, how thick is my bass? Because I could fix that.
Not
You want me
thick
to be-
enough.
Not thick enough? Because
Not
users
thick
over there,
enough.
over on twitch.tv/thesandboxgame, each and every weekday on the Good Morning, Afternoon, Evening show say, why your bass so thick? And I turn down the bass. Right?
I
But I can turn it up.
I can
turn it up.
I can turn my
You know what I
bass
mean?
up a little bit. You know,
Oh,
how's that sound?
Yeah.
A little more
Yeah.
bass.
Mhm.
Mm.
Daddy like.
Please don't say daddy. His voice is so awkward. I'm just kidding. You do whatever you like.
Barry Kamisazi.
Well,
Fun.
ladies and gentlemen, things just got sussy in the chat.
I can also
On the
just
official
do it
At the
naturally.
Sandbox Game live stream. Stop it! I'm tingling.
Do it the old-fashioned way.
Oh no! No! Getting a little weird.
Okay, so we're replaying Maz's game that we played on Wednesday. We got stuck in a part
Fluid
3 times.
transition.
And well, no, I noticed something specific I wanted to point out. I don't know if Maz is watching right now or not. So we're replaying this game, and we got past the part that we got stuck on. I'm looking down and I'm seeing this. And that looks very dangerous.
It's a pitfall.
It could be open. I want to actually beat the game. But these look open, so I don't know if you capped these off. I'm not going to test it because I don't want to start over again. But just, just looking out for you, man. Just pointing it out.
This is
I like it.
definitely a slash respawn moment, right?
Yeah,
I don't know why.
which we cannot do in
Like, just
in
get
single
that
player.
subreddit. It's definitely taken. There's a whole game studio called Respawn. Dang it! We can't have our Respawn on Reddit.
No, probably not.
Yeah, no. Well, we can make some calls, right? We can make some calls. They're just a multi-billion-dollar company. It's fine.
We'll just buy Respawn, you know.
It's no big deal.
Ruckus.
What?
For whatever reason, Lucas, when you said some ruckus,
Yeah.
when you said some, my brain was like, "Buddy once told me the."
Just know, I want it stated for the record right now that That is never where I'm leading.
That's always where I'm leading.
Never.
Always leading there.
You did, in my mind, in my headcanon, it happened already. So it might as well be true. Because, you know, reality is what you make it, all right? You know?
I like it. We went from fun to philosophical super quick.
Fun to philosophical. 0 to 100 real quick. Julia G. Julia in the chat, all right, says, but Joseph, bing bong. My life.
No. Did your wife just give you the death glare?
She's not in the room.
Oh,
She's not in the room right now. We have, you know, we have a clearly spoken agreement that she will not watch Critical Role and or The Legend of Vox Machina, available now on Amazon. I don't know why I did that. In the living room while we record, because I record in the living room. So I have everything set up. We take up half of our living room with just computer and video hardware in this, you know. And yeah, we have a good time. But she'll watch stuff in the room. I love it. I can't wait until Julia G. Julia just accepts their fate, right? Just accepts their fate.
Just changes their name to Julia G. Julia.
That's the name.
Julia,
I mean, you don't change nothing. It's already done.
Julia.
It's already done. You know what I mean? You don't have to change a thing. It's already there. Just like Spoin coins. It just never ends. Stays forever.
I don't know. I think Julia G. Julia would look really good on a business card.
There we go. My last name is G. So it's just, is it hyphenated then? Is it hyphenated?
You know, most social media outlets don't allow for hyphens, so you're onto something. You're definitely onto something.
I mean,
did we just rename someone against their will?
My dad is G, Princess IO. Your dad is a G. Where I'm from, that's a intense compliment. All right.
Wait, are the lily pads the only area you can step on?
Yeah.
That was impressive.
Yeah.
What's more impressive is the total net buoyancy of the character plus the lily pad is fine. You know?
These are just really beefy lily pads.
They're really thick boy lily pads. They're smaller.
Being held up with the power of love, all right?
There we go.
Yep.
Oh! Do you want to activate the sea buoy? Because you're dead.
I'm not sure why I die there, because I don't die from just falling into the water.
Right.
Maybe it was setting my health or something.
Would you say you feel a little die inside?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh.
I went there.
Did that get to transcend?
Like giant.
Did that transcend? Does that pop up on your? Oh, I'm sorry. The giant starfish.
It's beautiful.
Very cool. It's very cool. Except for the pentagram. It's a little ominous because there's a pentagram in the middle. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know, stars are gonna do star things.
That's just a star.
Not an innocent starfish.
It's a starfish with a star on it.
Okay, yes. Yeah, but also, you know what I mean? Like, I see that starfish and I'm like, evil.
Evil.
Well, these ones are wiggling.
Those ones are definitely evil.
Those are evil now.
Yeah.
Watch out for facehugger starfish, dude.
They are an actual concern of the DC universe. So, an active concern of mine. And SpongeBob.
It's a concern for Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they aren't a good judge of character, I don't know who is.
They're an awful judge of character, dude. Are you serious? They're an awful judge of character.
No, I was not serious. I was being sarcastic. But thank you.
I know. I'm sorry. So I've recently been
Lucas, we're gonna have a long talk after this.
Despite the fact that we are live and we stream on twitch.tv, we also watch you, the twitch.tv streamers, and there is a streamer that is a positive. Interesting. Is that intentionally glitched?
That's I think so. It's exciting to look at, though. It's making my eyes do things.
Yeah, it makes me do this.
Yeah.
You know? Just so that I can see it clearly.
I feel like we were in the Twilight Zone.
Okay, it's a puzzle.
What is happening? How is it a puzzle?
Because you drop the thing and then you jump on it so you could jump over the wall.
Yeah.
Jump over your wall.
See, this is how we break your game, folks.
Yeah,
we take the brick from the previous area. Before you jump over the wall, you grab it again. And then you go to the next area, you know what I mean? Can you do it?
Nah, you can't really reach down, unfortunately.
Yeah, but you could push it through the wall, right? And then jump on the ledge of it.
Oh yeah, you could let's see, if we put it like this, just enough to jump on.
There it is.
Not quite enough collision. Maybe if we do that. And it doesn't quite peek enough through.
And you're trying to beat the part by beating the part.
But if we do it
to be fair, you can't even grab it on the other side because you're going to fall into this spiky business, right? Oh, wait.
There's an invisible wall.
Is there? Hackers, dude.
Yeah,
hackers, dude.
Can't jump through here.
Can't believe it.
I've repeatedly run into this in this game is that I'm like, ooh, I could exploit this area, and it's actually blocked off. So I've been pleasantly surprised throughout this game.
So what you're saying is he can believe.
No, I mean, I could always believe. It was always within the realm of my ability to believe, right? But
good to know.
You know, I am influenced. All right. There are other streamers that I watch, as we are streamers that you're watching. Sometimes they're you in the chat. One of the viewers that's more recently been in our chat is somebody who I watch occasionally because they're just ultra positive. Like that's literally the description of their stream, is that they call themselves like a positivity streamer and they won't allow negativity in the chat. And they'll just call people beautiful literally all day. Like it'll be a gameplay chat, but there's so many people that are just in there to like bring each other up that like it'll just switch to basically just chatting halfway through the stream once they get to like 250 people watching. And they're just like, no, you're freaking beautiful, you know? They're just gassing each other up, and it's great. It's like one of the most amazing things.
Who is this?
This is /HOLLE, twitch.tv/Holly. This is actually Radcon Dad's fiance, I think. I don't know what title. I just call her wife, but they're not married or something. I don't know.
Wifey.
But they're yeah. But that's like, so I'm watching their stream, you know, as now associated, and they're just really nice. They're just too wholesome. They're too wholesome for this world. So when I say I can't believe, you know, this little pearl, this little oyster, right there. But it was like a clam. Does a clam produce a pearl? I guess it might.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cartoon oyster-y thing. Oh, who's this?
No, I mean, I think the clams do. They got the little pearlescent on the inside of their shell.
I mean, visually, I don't know what an oyster looks like compared to a clam. So, I mean, I would just assume it's the same thing.
They're kind of similar, except an oyster is like really like rigid. It almost just looks like a rock covered in moss. And then like you could crack it open and it's delicious.
This one's by Bunny. Actually, I remember this one.
Show with Pearl. Yeah.
Interesting.
I used to be Bunny's group leader, and I made the recommendations for ways for this to open up like a treasure chest. So this one actually has a whole bunch of options. It can open up. It can close.
Opening with no pearl.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you could in theory like collect the pearl and have it close.
Yeah.
After you've
cool.
After you've retrieved the pearl. So
hey
it kind of hides it underneath, but
What's up, Lucas?
I got a question.
All right.
Answer's yes.
Okay, let's
Wait,
do it.
No, don't do it, Alex. The question was, is the alpha releasing tomorrow? No, I'm kidding.
I believe the question was, using my powers of deduction, are we going to do a giveaway right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
I just sent you the link in the chat.
All right, let me pull that.
Alex,
oh, Joseph, can you share it? Because I have to hide you in order to grab that
Joe.
link. Yeah,
do not hide Joe.
Don't. Oh no, I can't believe. Can't believe.
Don't you dare.
All right, that's forms.go right here. All right, folks, if you're interested in winning a Whizzy themed NFT, just like the hat that Alex's character is wearing right now, that you can use inside any combat-based experience inside the Sandbox Game Maker gallery or in the upcoming Alpha Season 2, make sure that you fill out the form that is in your chat right now, linked by at the Sandbox Game. You can only fill out that. Lucas has me choking on myself. You can only fill out that form once, folks. If you fill it out more than once, you're disqualified. All right, so don't try to cheat the form. We know, we can see how many people are in the chat. Right now, at this moment, there's about 202 people sitting in this chat. I'm going to refresh to reaffirm that. But if you're viewing us over on twitter.com, DLive, or Theta, you'll want to join either Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube because, unfortunately, the link only goes out to those platforms. So get on over here. We might share that form link one more time, but once that number gets over, how many people can submit before you close it, Lucas? Come up with a number for me.
You thinking 300?
No, knowing that there's 202 people in the chat, how many people are over on Twitch or Twitter right now?
All right,
50?
Twitter. 1 second, pulling up Twitter.
All right.
There are.
This is adorable little skeleton cat.
Yeah, about 50.
Okay. So yeah, so I'd say close it down to 250.
250.
And then you can you just get rid of all those potential dupes and all those cheating hackers, dude. Because you already know.
They gone. We ain't even gonna talk about it. They just gone.
There it is.
Actually, let's talk about it.
Let's do that.
So sometimes people ask me on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
They'll reply to something that I've tweeted and be like, "Hey, how do I do this with my MetaMask wallet?" So
sure.
Two things. I'm really not the best person to ask about that stuff.
Oh, I remember that. I'm sorry, I didn't reply to that person.
No, it's okay. No rush. So
no
I'm not the best person to ask about that kind of stuff because I am not a crypto expert. I've learned a lot the past couple years. I probably know more than average, but when it comes to technical stuff like your particular hardware wallet, I don't know it. I absolutely do not know it. Not the person to ask because I would have to go and research it all myself first, which is just research you could do yourself because I have not done the research on it yet. So hardware wallet questions, not my expertise. The other thing, don't spell out MetaMask on Twitter because you will immediately get swarmed with like a dozen replies and quote retweets of people going, please email MetaMaskHelp@gmail.com or MetaMaskSupport@gmail.ru or all sorts of like really sus email addresses. Nobody working for MetaMask is using a Gmail to do support for MetaMask. They're going to use a MetaMask. Is it MetaMask.com, MetaMask.io? I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, I think it's .io, but nonetheless, that's spot on.
Yeah.
First of all, nobody using MetaMask is going to use an account that's not their official Twitter to reply to a thread.
Right.
The social media person is very unlikely to reply to something where it's not at MetaMask. Like if Alex didn't at MetaMask and they just typed MetaMask on Twitter and you see a reply, there's like 99.999% chance there's not the official one replying, and they're never going to send you like email me over here. They're going to be like, hey, this is how you fix it. They're just going to tell you if they're going to tell you, and it's going to be right there in the chat.
But very public.
Yeah, exactly. And for the particular question, as I recall the question, they wouldn't have even been like, yeah, this is our fault. They probably would have been like, well, the issue is happening for a variety of reasons because as I recall, the question was like, I'm using a hardware wallet and I'm trying to
stake
unstake. Stake, yeah, okay. Yeah, so if they're trying to stake, then the issue was simple in that they need to alt reload the page, which clears the cache for the individual page when it's going to appropriately load, because we have a gasless transaction fee feature that is new.
And they might have needed to connect their hardware wallet to MetaMask. That is potentially something that they would need to do, because it sounded like they hadn't done that already. But
now, more so, if it is a Trezor hardware wallet, you may be having an issue because they are issuing an update for MetaMask compatibility for certain types of gasless transactions that is expected to release, I think, before the end of this month, but I can't recall. And that affects multiple platforms. I know this only because the LooksRare trading website had a similar issue where people couldn't claim their free airdrop because they were using a Trezor wallet, and it required a specific kind of ERC transaction to be approvable that would have been gasless, I believe. Nonetheless, the other hardware wallets were all working fine. It was just their particular one. And then they were like, yep, we didn't have enough staff to make that update happen in a week, is basically what they said. And they said they'll get it done before the end of the month. So,
and I think you had to own that specific model, and the dev didn't own that particular Trezor wallet. So it's
so there's a variety of different, when we talk about those tech related questions, to Alex's point, typically those come through me. So if you do have a tech related question for your hardware wallet, your software wallet, your I can't stake this, or I can't trade that, or I can't approve this, feel free to ask me. You can @TheVisionEX anywhere on Twitter anytime. Full disclosure, as we have game jam-ish or gameplay-like events happening right now, those which I am tagged in, I get like 20 notifications an hour at least.
Minimum.
And it's not an exaggeration. Like, I just opened up I couldn't scroll back enough in my recently tagged things to find the tech support related question that Alex got asked yesterday that we're talking about right now.
Yep.
Because there's just too many
responses. Night. It was like 8 o'clock last night. It was like less than 20 hours ago.
Yeah, like I've been scrolling this whole time, as you could see me staring off into space, where it looks like I'm looking into Alex's soul on your screen. I'm actually looking at one of my monitors and just trying to find it. I can see things I was tagged in and laughed about just last night, but I'm still trying to go back. But you guys make some really good stuff. I love what you guys do and the content that you create. And I'm super happy that you guys do tag me, because it allows me to share things as often as possible. Now, back to where we're at, what we're doing now. The forum closed. SMH says Backwood D. Backwood D, that is true. As is tradition on this live stream, we tend to look at how many people are here in the chat, which is a number we can see for people who are active in the chat, who have kind of the stream going and flowing. So if you'd like to participate in those giveaways, you can always participate in the giveaways. We do 7 streams a week here on this channel. Math. 8 streams a week on this channel now, I think. Because I do 5, plus Alex's 2, plus PandaPops. And in 7 of those, we're giving away this Whizzy themed NFT until they're gone. But there's only 50. So just a couple of weeks, you'll have an opportunity to get this Whizzy themed NFT before they're gone. And we're on to the next one. So stick with us. Come back. Watch these shows.
How many are there? How many are there of this Whizzy item?
200.
200.
Yeah.
200.
I went with more. So this is a rare item instead of the epic, as the blue hats were. And I went with a higher quantity as a result, and that way they last a little bit longer, because the blue ones went away so fast.
Yeah, because when you made the Whizzy the blue hat, the classic Whizzy the hat, we had 50 right on that one.
Yeah, and I expected it to last about 25 weeks, because I do 2 streams a week.
But then we did the good morning, afternoon, evening show and just blew up your wallet / inventory real quick.
Entire world.
Yeah.
Just be like, yeah, you know what? We're just gonna add 5 more streams a week. No big deal. And everybody's like, yes, let's do it.
One giveaway.
But it's great. It's great. Yeah. But we'll have a little bit more time with the Whizzy the green hat as a result of that change. But also, the upcoming alpha streams. I don't know whether to kick up the number of streams that I do during the upcoming alpha, or whether to stick with it at 5 days a week. I think I'm probably going to
stick with it.
Yeah,
Maybe make them
I
longer.
Well, yeah. What we'll probably do is bring back Wednesdays during the duration of the alpha, which I will not reveal exactly how long the alpha is, but I know exactly how long it is inside my head.
Mm-hmm.
And so during the duration of the alpha, we'll have Wednesdays come back. My evening, maybe your morning if you're watching this later in Korea, Japan, China, Australia. But those are at 2 a.m. UTC. So we would do basically just all weekdays. I wouldn't have a second stream on Saturday, but folks, if you're watching us here, if you're watching Alex do this wonderful gameplay, you'll have an opportunity to do a little more, just a little more hangout in the live stream.
Speaking of opportunities, you guys want to roll?
You want to do roll for it? You want to roll for it right now, Lucas?
I would like that. I would like it very much. Thank you.
All right, how many people submitted into the form?
Okay, I'm gonna throw this out there. We have 231 entries. The reason we have so many below 250 is because I actually waited till around 260 to cap it. But there was so many duplicates today that it actually brought it from 260 down to 230. So it's 231.
It didn't work. It doesn't work.
Doesn't work. I'm sure there's somebody that got through, but you know what? Most of them didn't. Constant vigilance.
Dishonor on your NFTs, dishonor on your wallet, dishonor.
This is why we have ambassadors
on your
friends.
node.
This is why we have Lucas in this chat.
I'm all over this. I want the people who are being honest to win.
What was the number again, Lucas?
231. 231.
231. And the number is 137.
Ooh, nice middle of the ground. I like that.
Okay.
Let me see who it is.